Diary scaffold questions. What am I feeling in my body right now? Pain. Always pain, I guess, which is why I'm never thinking about what I'm feeling in my body. I want to go back to my original outline and plan that I made a few days ago because I'm suddenly like, wait, I feel everything in my body. So am I supposed to be asking about like physical sensations? Well, I suppose everything is somewhat physical, but I'm like, wait, is this pain or is this emotion? But then the next one is about emotions. When things are on planes. Okay, so what am I feeling in my body? Pain, discomfort, I have a headache. I feel cranky. I didn't get good sleep and I woke up weird. So I guess that's what I feel in my body. And I feel warmth. It's really nice today. I can feel like the air is just happy. What emotion word fits best right now? I don't think cranky is an emotion word. I don't really know. Well, maybe, but this is limited. Let's see. Maybe angry. I feel kind of angry. I'm not great at feeling angry because I usually don't let myself, and that causes a whole lot of issues. Okay. Critical. I don't know. Drawn. Irritated. No, it works. Weird. I don't like naming that because I don't know. I already said I'm not good at naming negative emotions, and that's a whole lifetime of business. So I think I usually am like, nah, that's not. Fuck. All right, fine. Anger, frustration, and irritation. I can often feel multiple things at once. I mean, I do. That's why this is all so weird to like communicate it in this way because I'm confused. I get confused when someone's like, how are you feeling? I'm like, I don't know, like 19 things. What about you? I don't even fucking understand the question. I hate that question. I hate that question. Maybe I hate it because it's usually I just am like shit, and then I don't let myself believe I feel like shit, and so maybe that's why I hate the question. I don't know. Like shit. I feel like shit. Oh no. Little chitlins can't watch my video now. Okay. Fear. Nah. I do feel kind of anxious. And I suppose it goes into overwhelm, but the overwhelm stems to like the anger and the irritation and like just that, what's going on in there. Let's see. Sure, I feel kind of disappointed. Let's see. I suppose kind of, no. Am I lying to myself? I was looking at abandoned. I suppose sort of. Not needing to go into that. It's really like stupid details anyway. Let's see. Whoa, weird. I do feel sort of. No, I don't think I feel that. I'm looking at powerless despair. I've got like shit going on, but I'm like, no, I'm not powerless, and I know that. But this isn't about what I know, it's about what I feel. So I suppose I should put that there too. Man, that makes me feel uncomfortable to say that. Weird. Well, then does that mean it doesn't resonate? Am I feeling something else and I'm just not naming it well? What's apathetic mean? I think I know. I remember. And then I don't all the time because of recall when I want to recall things. Thinking of the band name Apathy for the Enemy. I am just so blah. I need to make some hard boiled eggs. I also feel like kind of happy, maybe, or maybe I'm making it up because I know that I'm like fine. Do I feel any of these things? I don't think so. It's strange. This is a really weird exercise for me, honestly. I'm not used to channeling how I'm like feeling and I can do it for anyone else, right? I'm not used to channeling how I'm feeling and interpreting like a current state of mind because for 20, God, 35 years, that, okay, so, because I don't have the ability to achieve like a homeostasis. And part of that was like, you don't do anything with whatever you're feeling. It doesn't fucking matter. So, what does that mean? I had some, man, my mind, I think I have brain fog. I think I might be going through still like a fibro thing. That's possible. Okay. And I lost my train of thought. My head hurts. So it's uncomfortable to say how I'm feeling because that never was safe. But in that reality, it like meant all these things. Whereas like in a normal reality, it's just like how you feel. And like every normal person knows like that passes, which of course I do and always have since I was like 0. Not exaggerating. However, I think it's linked to why I even created this whole, you know, I mean, it's an interaction design project. And it's to, you know, kind of reprogram or like imprint on my nervous system things. So this is the whole point of the exercise, is to realize that I'm like avoiding real time like body signals and somewhere, you know, still filtering it through like my survival mechanisms, you know, because I can feel shitty and still, you know what I, if you will call my universal like principles or ways of being interesting. Weird. This is weird. Okay, so I guess I'll try again and like name it. Ew, I don't like it. If it was like all joyful and stuff, I'd be fine. I don't like this. Okay, so frustrated. Okay. Irritated. This is really hard. I'm like, nah. Okay, fine. Just go with instinct. Bit irritated, sarcastic. Let's just go down the wheel. A little bit loathing. I think a little bit abandoned. I have to remember what this one means. Okay. I don't know why my brain cannot think of like apathetic toward me. And I'm like, wait. And I think of it and I'm like, no, it's almost like trying to curl my hair. I get all backwards. Right? Inspired? Yeah. See, so I can like feel that at the same time. So yeah, inspired, open, yeah. Playful. Yeah, I think. Sensitive, always. Hopeful, yeah. Natural state. Peaceful and loving, of course. Like I always feel loving and like a sense of stillness from that place, you know. amused. My brain hurts, my head hurts too bad to be amused, but I bet I would be if my head didn't hurt. Ecstatic. Coffee is gonna make me. I don't know. Yeah, these I almost like always have like this essence going on, but I also know I created that a long time ago. This is interesting. Okay, energetic, eager. No, I am eager. My body is not eager. My brain is crazy eager, like normal. No more overwhelm. Disrespected, for sure. Maybe that's like the root of it. Where are we? Disrespected. We're in fear. Humiliated. Huh. How long is this right now? Where are we at? I need like a timer. My timer died, and like this thing doesn't have any time. I have no idea when I started this. All right, let's try to hurry up. Not hurry up. Okay. Hurt. I do feel kind of hurt. Yeah, devastated. I feel devastated and disrespected. Oh my God, yeah. Okay. So, I think I was naming wrong emotions too. That's why it didn't feel good. I like it. Kind of violated. So I feel hateful. Oh my goodness. Kind of withdrawn. Detest, no. Ever, no. Remorseful, no. I don't feel sad. I feel pissed. Okay, cool. So I guess the two big ones, that's hard. I need to think about that. But the two big ones, I guess, were, fuck, I forgot what they were. Ooh, hateful, violated, and I feel hurt and devastated and kind of embarrassed. Feel humiliated, disrespected. I feel insignificant, kind of. I don't feel insignificant, but like what's going on, I'm like, the fuck? I have to figure out what that means. So I suppose I do. A little bit worried. Okay. That was a lot. All right. What do I wish someone would know without me explaining? Again, I need to look up my four W's for me because I'm like, fuck, how do I answer this? I feel like I could answer this in so many different ways. But because it's a personal thing and this is all an exercise about trying to vocalize more like about me in a current state. I'm gonna make it about me. What do I wish they would know without explaining? How hard I work. Not just in work, but like in life and on myself. And I suppose I say that because like I feel shitty right now, and in like personal world, not like career world. I guess I also feel a little bit alienated there, and definitely have been, informed that the perception that the few of me is that I'm being frustrating. And I'm like, oh my God, you haven't even talked to me. We haven't hung out in quite some time. And I know you really won't, and what I do know is that you don't even know how I'm like feeling on a day to day. So where is that coming from, right? And then I feel like, I guess, even abandoned on that front and I don't blame anyone. It's just how things work. But once again, it's just like we all as humans just operate inside our own perspective and just, make a world out of that. You make truth if you believe in something, and it can cause harm. And I guess where I'm at is just like I can see these invisible threads everywhere, and I'm like, okay, it's just weird. I feel myself shutting down from saying what I am like even thinking. Um, Not like about anyone specific, but it's just like you never know what's going on in somebody's life. You never know. And how many times have you like who knows what, and then realize, I don't know, realize later somebody has like cancer, or the really big one that I feel like I don't know if I'm allowed to say on like YouTube, is when people, I'll use language that I've picked up in things I've listened to, where they call it, hang on, give me a second, unalive themselves. Holy crap, I could probably talk an hour on that, and the dangers of how society handles that, and what is it's crazy to me is that even now in 2025, after all, like how long, last 10, 15 years especially, we've been saying like, wow, it's crazy, like Robin Williams and all these other things, right? People haven't changed anything. And I've been on like that side of things before, and it's there's despair, and like what is offered around you to fix it, it it doesn't fix it. And then, again, the world will operate and be like, well, why don't you do these things and then you'll be happy? And, and then this person might distance themselves. And then there's all these other projections, right? And then the person all of a sudden might unalive themselves. And then what's the response? Oh my goodness, I didn't know. I wish they would have said something. But how often have people come to you saying something and you've accidentally not listened? Or said they should do like this thing, or blah, 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 blah. So you actually didn't listen. You took action based on a perception, right? And that goes right into UX, I think. Well, I know that it does. I was saying to myself, like, I know how I got into this field, and it was probably, it's because of my experiences in life. But what you do in UX is you have to constantly say who, what, where, why. And I just, in the world, no one is ever doing that. So it was frustrating for me before, and I didn't really understand why. And now that I like get this field, it's like, rah, it's like seeing ugly design all over, whatever it is that you do, it's like seeing it broken all the time. So, anyway, if my inner world were a room or a place, what's it look like? It was an interesting question for me yesterday, because I have so many inner everythings. And so the first thing I saw yesterday, I described, and it was like this dystopian, pointy desert Star Wars planet that I'm like endlessly traversing the water. And at the same time, I like live in this like ether, and that's dark and black, like outer space, and I just see like thuds and cords and stuff everywhere, and like full movies and whatever I want to see or is there. So I'm like, well, which one's which? And then after that, I was like, okay, well, now that I've seen this pointy, desert world, because like when I write or when I draw, I'm always drawing like interest, like just stuff that you would find on like I don't know, Alice in Wonderland or something, I don't know, and then like Lord of the Rings, and like combined together, like cartoon version. And I'm like, okay, so what is that? Is that what I like wish? Is that my inner world? Is the other inner world I saw like my body is like pain, like the thing that I'm constantly ignoring? And I was like, okay, well, I know I have control over all these things, just about being aware of it. So I was like, I wonder if I can make any like plants and foliage and things grow. So I like worked on that last night while I like tried to fall asleep and stuff. And So my inner world, I still think looks the same because I've been like, focused on like what I even ended up saying yesterday. But also in like follow up, I have successfully like planted like little desert, like, pitiful little like leaves and stuff. Like they're there, and I can't like see them yet, but I know it's like kind of there. It's like almost less pointy, and I word I used yesterday that it lacked was softness, and I don't know. I think I'm softening that atmosphere in some way, and I am trying really hard to like just be aware of my body and that I deserve to just rest, like real rest. Find homeostasis. That's been the mission for ever. One kind thing I can offer myself right now. Well, I feel like I almost just said that. Rest, understanding like yesterday, peace, knowing that everything, you know, everything already is like it exists. That I need, that I want. It's just about it's about recognizing. And what can I give myself? So that wasn't succinct enough. I would like to make that more succinct. God, this pigment was really hard to work with today. Oh, I forgot I'm in like this camera thing. Okay. Ugh. I mean ADHD medicine to kick in. One kind thing I can offer myself right now. Food. Nourishment for my body, honestly. Like, be done with this and go make hard boiled eggs like you planned. Don't be done with this and then get distracted with another 45 minutes of like task work and stuff. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, my head hurts. I don't eat. I don't feel good. So let's do the thing. Okay. Nourishment. Today is about body's nourishment. All right. Peace out, Megan. See you later.